welcome to Wild Wednesday Live. This is Raylene, and I'm your host today from Just Notions and Quilters Haven. And you guys might notice that you don't see my face. That's because I'm showing you our t-shirts. Is this not fun and cool? If you go to a live show, wouldn't you like to be wearing one of these so everybody knows that you're a Wild Wednesday watcher? So I'm going to tell you more about how you can get a shirt in a little bit, but let me get the camera back up on my face here. Okay, hi, how's everybody doing? You guys are so good. You're already getting signed in and doing roll call. So if you're new with us, go ahead and type in where you're watching from, because we do love to see where everybody's at. And you might just find out that you have a neighbor that you didn't even know was a quilter by checking out the roll call. And I know I love the shirts, guys. I'm so glad you guys like them too. Well, let me just spend a couple seconds talking about that. We have so much to talk about today. A lot of exciting things happening. But the t-shirts are going to be on sale. It's going to be a pre-order so that we can get the right sizes. We hope that if you go to live shows, if you get a shirt, you'll wear it when you come to the show. But they will be on my website for sale. Hopefully by the end of the week. I'm just waiting on one little detail from my supplier so that I can get that up. But we'll have all sizes, 2X, 3X, 4X, whatever you need. We'll have all the different sizes. They will only be in pink because it's too expensive if we split between different colors. And pink, just after I tried a couple, it just worked well with our logo. And we didn't want to change our logo. So, okay. So we have, like I said, we have a huge show today. Lots of fun announcements and things to make. First, though, I want to just talk about the upcoming shows. There are 3 Quilt Craft show take 2 on that. 3 Quilt Craft and Sewing Festival shows coming up this month. May is crazy. So starting next week, we're going to be in Boise at Expo, Idaho, May 12th through the 14th. And all of us are going to be there, me and Adele and Teresa and, of course, Beth and a lot of the regulars on the show. And so we always want to remind you, when you get to the show, you want to make sure, write this down. Me, Beth, Adele, and Teresa from Big Mat, all of us, if you come and say you get wild with us on Wednesday, you're going to get a little gift from each of those booths. But remember, you have to say it right. It's the 7 little words that get you a prize, and you need to say it right. We always tell you, if you can't remember it, write it on your hand. For goodness sake, we've been telling you about this for a long time. Now, you newer people, we excuse you if you're just learning, but you have to say it right. And I always tell everybody, we're a little more lenient in our booth, but Beth is the stickler. She's going to make you say it exactly right to get your prize. And it's worth it. So make sure you do. The next show after that is Salt Lake City, which is May 19th through the 21st. Now, Beth and I and Adele will not be at that show. Teresa will. And the only reason is, all of us, because we have either shops or for us, we have the manufacturing. We just can't be gone 3 weeks in a row because the next week is Castle Rock, Colorado from May 26th through the 28th. So we hope we see a lot of you guys at one of those upcoming shows. And even though we're not going to be at Salt Lake, a lot of your favorite vendors are going to be there. So you don't want to miss that show. There hasn't been a show in that area for a while. So take this chance to get out there and go see that wonderful show if you're in that area. Now, for those of you that are going to Boise, we've been talking about we're going to be doing a scavenger hunt. So basically, we have 15 of our Wild Wednesday vendors who are participating. And you are going to get either from Beth or me. You can come by our booth. We're right inside the door, though, so we're probably the easiest to get to. You're going to pick up a game piece, or starting tomorrow, you can print that off of. You can print it off online, which we're going to talk about that in a minute too. And all you're going to basically do is take that game piece. You go to every vendor on there, and somewhere in their booth there is a picture of an animal. You find their animal, write down the animal name. When you've filled out all 15 animals, you're going to drop that back off at my booth before you leave. And then on Monday, when we get home, we are going to draw one winner out of that, everybody that participated, whether it be Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It's all going into one pile. So if you're coming multiple days and it takes you a couple days to turn it in, that's not a problem. But every vendor participating has donated a little gift to put in a gift basket. So one winner takes all, is going to get that gift basket. So that's going to be real fun. So be sure you make a note of that. Now, the most exciting thing of all that we are so happy about, if you notice on the bottom of your screen, wildwednesdaylive.com is up and running. We finally have everything on our one website to make it super easy for you guys to find all the vendors that come on the show and all the vendors that we feature at the live shows. It's a work in progress, so we're still going to be adding a lot of stuff to it. But you might have also noticed a post on the Facebook page asking you to submit your tips and tricks that you like to do. Because if you go to the resources tab on the page, there is a quick tips link. And that's where different things Beth and I have told you about throughout the year. You're going to find those tips there. But we're also going to add tips from you guys. So if you submit a tip, be sure you tell us city and state where you're at so that we can give you credit on the page. And we can all share our different tips and tricks and things that we like to do. The best one that's come in so far, only sew on days ending in Y. Okay, so that's the best one. But everybody that submits a tip that we use, we're going to do a little drawing for you guys too and give you a little prize from Just Notions. So that's coming up. So we're super excited about that because this is what's going to happen on the website. This is our homepage. Isn't this just the cutest thing? This is our homepage. And when you scroll down on the homepage, then you're going to get to this. And every week, there's going to be this calendar page that tells you who else is going to be on the show. And you notice on Chalk Couture and Winter Designs, it's highlighted. That is a link that will take you right to their website. So it's going to be so much easier for you guys to find these vendors after the fact. So, and like I said, we're going to be adding information. But another one of my favorites is that Ruth has done a time zone clock, so that it's easy for you to tell what time you should be watching. Because I know it gets a little confusing when we're on the road, because when we're at a live show, it's 3 o'clock their local time, because we can't do it until after all the crowds die down. So that's why we do that. But also remember, if you are not able to go to the show and you're watching from home, on Wednesday, we do behind the scenes of setup day and we interview the sponsor of the show. And then Thursday and Friday, each day, we're going to interview 3 to 4 other vendors. And in Boise, I'm so excited because all the vendors that we have scheduled are people we've never had on the show before. So hopefully you'll get to see some new faces and new products and new ideas. Okay, I am almost out of breath here already. Well, I think we're about ready to get started on our show. We have 3 terrific vendors today, and we'll talk a little bit later about the door prizes and how you can enter if you're new. But up first today, I'm so excited. We wanted to get Vicki on the show for so long from Workman Farms. And we've finally been able to make that happen. So we are going to see if we can get her on here now. Hey, Vicki, are you guys there?
Yes, we are.
There they are. Welcome to Wild Wednesday Live, finally in the studio. We love it.
Yes, thank you.
Well, I'm going to just turn it over to you so that you can do your demo, and then we'll just let people know that you are going to be in Boise. So that's anything she's showing you, make a little list so that when you see her in Boise, you can pick that up. So we're going to turn it over to you right now so you can get started.
All right, thank you. So today we're going to demo how to use Talon. We carry it pretty good here in our store, and we do take it on the road, and a lot of people have asked us, so we thought that would be a good one. So I do have some patterns here. There's a table runner, these super cute pillows, another table runner, and then a table runner as well with some pumpkins on it. Joey made this pillow. She's going to be the one demoing today, but Joey made this pillow. She did in some embroidery and then stitched along the sides, turned it into a pillow, easy peasy. And then here's another one she did. She actually did applique. So this is applique. The leaves are applique. She did some embroidery. And then in here is free motion sewing to do the leaves and stuff. So there's that idea as well. This is the different toweling we have on stock. We got blacks and tans and grays and some fun colors back here. And then over here is all the different towels we have made over the years. So we have this cute embroidered cactus. We use a lot of just fabrics and put them on the end with cute little rickrack. We also do embroidery and rickrack and the fabric. So it just kind of depends on our mood, what we have in stock, what we want to make, what inspires us. You can see all these different ones we have made. But yeah, and then these two are actually pre-done towels that we wanted to make a little more cuter. So we added some rickrack, some fabric, and so forth. So now I'm going to walk over to Joey. She's going to tell you how to make it. We're using a border print, and we have multiple border prints to show you, but this one is a cute little bird and some flowers. So she's going to explain how she gets started. And then this towel over here is partially finished, and we're going to finish it for you so you can see that. So I'll let Joey explain how she does our towels for us.
Okay, so the first thing I do is I like a little longer towel, so I will purchase 7/8 of a yard, turn under the hems, half an inch, so you have a nice finished edge on both ends. If you don't want a smaller towel, just buy 3/4 of a yard of the toweling. Then I get to choose my border print. This is the one we chose today. And I'm going to take this wider section. I will cut it at usually 1/4 of an inch, maybe 3/8, whatever. And then I will press the edges under, just like I've done on this one. The edges are pressed under to the back and the ends. The toweling comes in a little different width, so that varies a little bit. So you have to measure and see exactly how wide this is going to be. So once I've got that pressed, I will look at my toweling and I decide how far up or where I want to place that border. I decided today to bring it up 3.5 inches. You could bring, and that would put it right about here, or it could be lower, put it all the way on the bottom. That's your choice. The other thing we are doing is we're adding rickrack, and I want the rickrack to show just from underneath, like this. When I cut my rickrack, I like the hills to be on the outside, hills and valleys. Valleys will go underneath the fabric. So I just lay out my rickrack. So I have the hills going to the outside. And then I'll just cut there. That's the length I need for my piece. So now I know where I want to lay everything out. I'll start with my rickrack on the bottom. I'm going to turn the raw edges under to the back. They're not going to be showing, so I don't really worry about it. Now the valleys are going to be placed right next to the line that I drew previously. And I just use an iron-off pin for that. So if you want, you can pin everything down. A lot of times I do, just because it's really helpful. Okay, start there. And I'm going to start here. On the opposite end. So my valleys are even. Then I can space my rickrack evenly across here. If it's a little long, I can kind of fudge it in there. If it's a little bit short, you can fudge the other way. Now, next goes on your border print. Okay. And that I will pin. So that, and I'll just pin through the rickrack, and I'll go match it up with the valley here is what I call it. Okay. That down, and then a few pins. So I'll pin all the way around, tuck your ends under, and you're set. Now, from there, I'm going to stitch. I start on a side, just what I like to do, and I'll come stitch all the way around. And I've started this one. So let me finish that off for you. And I did pin both sides here before I started sewing. That way I can just stitch all the way around in one go round. Okay. Good.
Yep.
All right. So on the foot pedal, we'll get started. So pick a spot on your pressure foot that you like to follow, and that will be your guide as far as how close you want to be stitching to the edge. I usually stitch fairly close. Today I'm about 1/8 of an inch away from the edge. And you can make any adjustments you need to as you stitch. But this really doesn't take very long to make a nice towel, and it's a good housewarming gift, a birthday gift, Christmas. And you could customize them to whatever you like to do. Okay, now we're getting to the end. I'm going to tuck a little end under there. And now we're back to the side where we started. One more stitch. Turn, and then I'm going to come back and finish off here. Okay, now I've gone all the way around. Have a nice towel, and you're all set.
So here's our finished project. We pulled a couple other border prints that we have here in our store. So we thought this chicken or pig and goat one would be really cute. There's this Christmas one, Halloween. So really any border print, any fabric that you like will work. I also forgot to mention, we're only going to wrap it up soon. We also like to do gathering on ours. So you can do a little bit of gathering on there.
So if you have your piece of border print left over, one idea we were thinking about was make a ruffle, and then use this, put that on top of your ruffle. You could actually put some more Rickrack on it. And just turns out really cute. Another Rickrack on top. They can either go underneath or on top, but there's a lot of different things you can play with.
Yeah, endless possibilities on using toweling. All right, well, that is it for us. We hope you enjoyed.
Vicki, that was fantastic because we love quick, easy projects. And you need to turn the camera around now and let them see your face so they remember who it is they're talking to. Like it or not, we need to see you. Well, that's her daughter, who's her camera person.
Vicki is actually helping customer. Oh, wait, here she is. Nope, she's here.
Because I know they know her, but they may not be putting the name and the business name together. So there's our demo person. There's Vicki. Now you guys know for sure who Vicki was. But this was a really, really good demo. Now, you guys do not have a website, correct?
We don't, but we have Facebook.
Okay. But they have Facebook, which is scrolling, and they've got your phone numbers scrolling. Mm-hmm. So, guys, I will tell you, and I know maybe you guys don't know this, but Workman Farms is a produce farm, right? So when you click on their website, you might see fabric, you might see a big bag of potatoes, who knows? But that's what makes their their Facebook page so much fun because they have really cool stuff there. So
Yeah.
it's like the only place I know of that you can go to a quilt shop on a working farm.
Yeah.
So,
Pretty much.
but again, she will be at Boise, and I know there's going to be some questions, so we're going to put you guys backstage till the end of the show, and we will bring you back because I'm seeing questions already, but we'll bring back and do all those at the end because I'm sure everybody has the same questions. So
Okay, perfect.
thank you. All righty.
Uh-huh.
Okay, guys. Oh my gosh, I love quick, easy projects, and I'm so excited. My mind was going like this the whole time because I'm thinking of how I can take these ideas and incorporate them with our next guest. You guys, you know Adele, you love Adele, but she hasn't been able to demo for a while, but she's finally feeling better. Of course, she hosted for us, and she is ready to do another demo because we know we have a lot of viewers who have never seen her because there's so many new viewers, which welcome to all of you guys, by the way. But before I turn it over to Adele, I just want to make a quick comment because I have a pen and I can take notes. Peggy and Rondi, right after the show, put yourselves in detention and you know why. Enough said. Okay, so let's bring Adele in because Adele is going to show us again how to do Chalk Couture on fabric so we can incorporate it in our quilting. And I just have to start by saying, I love their t-shirt that you're wearing.
Yep. This is available in our back office. It's in, I believe, the last chance section. So once it's gone, it's gone. So don't hesitate to get on the website and check it out.
It's such a fun way to make new shirts. You can go buy the cheapy t-shirts at Hobby Lobby or whatever and have a new shirt every single day.
Yes, you can. So one real quick housekeeping thing I want to mention. For anybody who's a designer with me, or with anybody on my team, April was renewal month. They do it every year. So if you signed up in March, you will have to call them to reactivate your account because they have automatically put it on pause. But you're okay. I think you're okay, really.
Yep, I took care of it. Are you kidding? I'm so addicted to this stuff. I cannot miss a moment. I have as much coming with the mail from Chalk Couture as I do Pampered Chef. So I think I have a problem.
That's awesome. Okay.
Okay, well, take it away.
All right, so we are going to get right to inking. I'm going to turn the camera down so you can see what I'm doing. Because you don't want to see me, you want to see the project. And we are going to be inking this beautiful sewing machine. And it is on a layer cake, a piece of layer cake fabric that I am going to eventually turn into a table runner or a wall hanging. I haven't decided yet. But I'm going to go ahead and get started. I already have this on our sticky mat, our ink mat, which you pull the plastic off, and when you touch it, it's sticky. Very similar to some scrapbooking mats or something like that you may all be already familiar with. And I'm going to go ahead and get started. Now, with ink, one of the differences between ink and chalk, and I'm going to chalk and talk here, is that you less is more. So you don't want to overwork it. You just want to push it through the screen. And the reason is if it's super runny and you overwork it, it could actually bleed through the fabric. The other thing I tell people is do not fuzz your fabric, and I'll go over that in a minute too. Fuzzing is, well, I'll do it right now. Fuzzing is when you put it on a microfiber towel or one of our fuzzing cloths, and when you fuzz, it makes it less sticky. Now, all of these silkscreen transfers, if you are new to this channel, I haven't been on for a while because, well, lots of reasons. But anyway, what was I going to say? It's going to come out here in a minute. The reason you fuzz is to make it less sticky because you don't want it to bleed normally if you were using it on wood or something else. With fabric, we don't need to do that. We want it to be a nice tight seal so that it doesn't bleed here. Sorry, I got a little lost there, but I'm getting right back on it. Okay, so next I'm going to do the sewing machine, and I'm going to do that in red. We got black fabric here, and then I want to do the thread a different color, so I think I'll do the machine first. And these are reusable silk screens, so I can take this once I'm done, and I can wash it in just cold water. And I can use it again right away. I can use it on it once it's basically dried, so it doesn't. Everything is water soluble here, so I want to make sure it's the transfer is dried enough. Now right here, I'm going to be a little careful because I don't want to get any in that string location, but I got too much on my squeegee, so let me get rid of that for a second. All right, now I'm just going to, we have a tool, but I haven't got it out yet. I'm holding it off as long as I can. All right, so what's great about Chalk Couture is they're reusable. Anyone can do it. I've taught 3-year-olds and I've taught people with Parkinson's. So literally anybody can do this craft. It really takes not much skill. So that's why it's very forgiving. We also have a, sorry, my brain's bouncing around here. We have a Club Couture program, which is similar to a Block of the Month program. If you're familiar with Block of the Month programs, which most of you are quilters, so you probably are. It's $19.99 a month. And with that, you get the exclusive transfer of the month, with which this month is this one, which is super duper cute. So you get an exclusive transfer in the mail, and with that, you get 3 paste packets. Now, if you're a designer, you also get the exclusive transfer of the month in the mail and $19. And they don't give you the paste packets because you already have the paste because you're a designer. And there we go. But they also manage your website for you for that $19. Let's see. I thought I was going to be a lot farther along here. I don't know. Let's see. I'm going slow. It's been a while since I've sat down and done something that takes a lot of thinking. So, and if you don't know why, we'll tell you why, I'm sure. Let's see. All right. This is going to take a minute. We also have a designer package, which is, we have a starter kit that's $99. And the way I like to explain that one is that is a kit that's preloaded. Okay. $99. They pick everything that goes in that kit. Okay. There's also another way to become a designer, and that's, I'm going to switch to my other squeegee here. We have a detail tool here that's got a smaller squeegee on the end of it, and on the other end it's got a sharp point or a whatever you want to use it for. So the 1999 kit, the good thing about that one is you can build your own. So if you're a quilter like I am, you can get the inks that you want, because the starter kit that's $99 does not come with any inks. So, and I will spend time with you on the phone. There's a couple of you that I've been trying to reach out to. I will spend time with you on the phone helping you select the items you need for that kit. So if you're interested in a starter kit, either one of those, just put a starter in the comments and I will get back with you that. If you're interested in club, just put club in the comments. This is really, okay, let's see. Let's see, what else was I going to talk about? Oh, we also have a special going on this month. If you go to my website and you order 2 transfers, you will get the 3rd transfer for free. And basically, this is a B-size transfer that I'm working on. If you order 2 Bs and an A, which is the smaller one, they would give you the smaller transfer would be the free one, if that makes sense, the one of lesser value. Okay, now I'm going to do the string. And the good thing about ink also is that you don't have to rush. If I was chalking this, I would have to do what we call a chalk and pull method because I'm going kind of slow. But since I'm doing the ink, I don't have to hurry as much because there's no rush, because it's not going to dry on me as bad. I may, I maybe should still pull it up and just take a peek. But I think I'm okay. It looks like it's all going through pretty well. I may have to push it through again. Yeah. So that's the beauty of ink, is that I can just go back and push it through. I should have pulled that up. Usually with ink, you don't have to do that. But it's okay. I can just go out a little bit extra. All right, let me do this string, and then we'll get focused here. So for those of you that don't know, I got COVID in September, and I'm still struggling with some cognition issues, which is more than brain fog. It's just a little different. And so if I lose my train of thought or something happens, that's what's going on. And it's okay. I'll be fine. All right. And I believe this is the first time I've chalked live since I was sick. Thank you, Raylene, for the opportunity. All right, I'm going to just push this through. And push this one through. We also have a thing where you can help donate to Watsonville, which is our charitable organization. If you get $50 worth of product in your cart, they will send you a free A-size transfer, a mystery transfer. So you don't get to pick it, but they will send you a free A-size transfer. I'm sorry, this is taking way longer than it normally should. And let's see, what else was I going to say? Oh, so I will be in Boise, and I will not be in Salt Lake, but I will be in Castle Rock. So I look forward to seeing you there. And remember, if you come by my booth and say, I get wild with you on Wednesdays, you'll get a little prize from me. And of course, I would love you to also shop the booth. You know, it's important not to just come and get the prize and leave. You need to support your vendors. Well, I'm sure Raylene will tell you that. Support your vendors. It's a lot of work to do a show, and we love our customers, and we're all trying to get back to a more normal place, right? All right, so I'm going to quickly grab the white. My white's a little thick, which is unusual for ink, so I'm not sure what's going on. That's probably the problem going with the white. It feels like it's almost drying as I'm putting it on. And it could be because I've had this ink for a while. But I don't think so. I think it's just the way this one was. I do love the customer service of our company. If you have any issues with anything, they will help take care of you. And what else was that? We have a lot of 4th of July stuff in our on our website that you can check out. And like I said, if you're interested in becoming a designer, I can't remember what I said. I think I said starter kit. And if you're interested in club, type club, and I'll get you the details. So you can pull it back slowly and add more ink as you go. This is a Bella Solids layer cake. And I see a little bit that I can touch up here. I'm going to use a multi-tool for that. Just going to push a little bit more in. Oops, now it's coming off. You always check your fingers real good. There's a little bit right there. Sometimes it's just putting a little more pressure. And it's better to go back over it than it is to put too much and have it bleed. Which I may have some bleeding here, but I can fix it later. This might be a disaster, Raylene. Oh no, it's coming up okay. All right. Let me get to the white. The white's going to need some help because that white ink is so thick. So I'm going to just spin it around. And I think I fixed something before on the show, if I remember right. So I'm just going to push a little bit more ink through there. And should be good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and wash this. And I'm just going to come back and add a little more ink. What's happened is a little bit of yellow is spilled onto this stitch board, and I don't want to push the white through it.
Oh, that's cute.
But there you go.
That is so darn cute.
Yeah, it didn't go quite as well as it normally would, but that's okay. Like I said, it's the first time I've been on a live since I got sick, so.
Now, and for those of you that didn't know, like Adele said, she was pretty sick, and we were pretty worried about her, and we're just so happy that she's getting better quickly, and she can finally rejoin us, because this, I don't think you can ever show us this too much, because I know now that I've been doing it, I sat on my stuff. Actually, it took me forever to order anything. Then when I finally did, I drove Adele crazy trying to decide what I should get. Then as soon as I tried one thing, I got so addicted. Our little church bookstore is full of stuff that I made with my Chalk Couture. But it's so much fun because you can incorporate so many different things in it. So I think every time I watch you, I get a little tip out of it that I didn't know or didn't think of. So we're going to have you back on again, because again, we pick up different things every time we see you. So
okay, and I will leave some links in, because my brain's not working right. I'll leave some links on the things they can order. I'll put
awesome. Yeah, she'll come. Just check. Check the. Come back and look at the comments later, guys. And if you have, if you want to join the club, right club. If you want to, but I can tell you the monthly $19.99 is awesome, because you get that project, and kind of re-inspires you to get your stuff out and do it. And
Right.
yeah, so that's a great way to get started. So I encourage you guys to do that.
That's how Raylene started, and then she
Yep.
went to be a designer when she got
I had to have Ron put shelves up in the sewing room for all the tubs of stuff I've already accumulated. It's crazy. I got a box full today. I can't wait to get in there and dig through it.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, thank you very much.
Ron's sending you a comment message right now, Adele.
Okay.
He just typed in, "Thanks so much, Adele."
You're welcome, Ron. Anything I can do to help you. I'll bring you some jelly beans.
There you go. Well, now you got him. You know that. His favorite's jelly beans. Okay, well, I'm going to put you backstage because there are questions. So, guys, those of you typing in questions, remember those for later, because I don't want to miss any when we go looking for them. So we'll see Adele at the end of the show.
Sounds great. Thank you.
Okay, guys. Well, before we go to our last presenter today, I just want to tell you we have a bunch of great door prizes today. Now, if you're new with this is how it works. After our next presenter, after for you regulars that are already getting antsy, after our next vendor, I will give you a secret word. And all you do to enter the contest is type in the secret word into the comments. Just do it once, please. And right after the show, I will take all those names and put them in a hat. Well, I put them on a big wheel anyway, and pick our 5 winners. Now, if you're watching on YouTube, it's a little different, because as soon as the show's over, we lose your comments. But that's okay, because as you're commenting when we get to that part, we are capturing your names right away. The difference being is if you win, if you don't have Facebook, so you don't see that I post the winners, the only alternative I have is to send you a private message saying, "Hey, you won. I need your address." But about an hour after the show is over, I will, or usually it's quicker than that, but by an hour after, I will post a Facebook post. I will tag it so it stays at the top of the page for a couple of days, and it will tell who the winners are and what you need to do to redeem your prize. You have until midnight on Friday to get that prize redeemed, or to tell me that you're the winner so that we can get that to you. And then we pass that information along to the vendor who donated the prize, and they will ship that directly to you. So again, we'll be giving you the secret word in a few minutes. But just so you get excited about that, today we have a fabric bundle from Workman Farms. We have a Try Me kit from Chalk Couture. We have a $25 gift certificate from Winter Designs. We have a Notions gift bag from Just Notions. And we have a 24 by 48 cutting mat from the Big Mat Rotary Cutting Surface. Teresa is so generous. You guys know that are on here all the time. She gives us a prize to give away almost every single week. So when you see her at the shows, please thank her and let her show you how great her mats are. I mean, I'm going to give her a quick plug because a lot of you know that I finally got a sewing room set up. And Olfa used to make these big mats that you could put clips together to make one big mat. This is before Big Mat came out with their big mats. And when I was going through my mom's stuff, she had 2 of these mats. And I'm like, okay, I don't need to order new mats. Let me just throw these things on my big cutting table that I now have. And I can tell you, I have said so many cuss words and thrown things under my breath, blaming it on Teresa. There is no comparison to cutting on Teresa's mats and some of the other brands, and I've tried them all. I cannot wait until I see her in Boise because, whoops, camera slipped, because she's bringing me a mat for that table, and I can't wait. So again, she's been so generous. She gives a prize almost every single week when she's not on the show. So, all right. So next up, we are so excited to finally have our regular. Normally, Linda is on once a month, but she was building a brand new studio, and she has this beautiful studio now in her home. So she's got it up, she's got it running. And as soon as I heard she did, I'm like texting her going, all right, I need you this week. And of course, she never tells me no. So we're so excited to have Linda from Winter Designs back to show you some more fun stuff. So let's bring Linda in.
Hey, how are you?
There she is from her new place. I love the background with all your templates and things. Looks good.
Oh, that's great. It's so nice to be back. We have been putting the camera equipment in. The studio has been several years in the works, but the camera equipment here to be able to film now is the new thing, which I'm so excited about. So I'm thrilled to be here. We're doing hot stuff.
We're going to turn it right over to you. So show us what you got.
Perfect. We're doing hot stuff. And right now I've turned the air conditioning off, so I am having a hot flash. I'm not talking about that stuff. I'm talking about kitchen stuff. If you guys have seen me at the trade shows, then you know I've done stitching in the kitchen for a while now. I have some new projects though that I want to show you, and then I have some oldies but goodies that I want to remind you about. So I want you to think about backyard barbecues, going over to a friend's, going to a church, whatever, potluck, anytime you're gathering with other people, I want you to think about not only having things that you can put your food in, but also having things that you can give as like a hostess gift. So here is a bottle of apple cider, and this is from my bottle bag. The bottle bag template, if y'all remember way back when I showed this, I don't know if you can see, this one's taller. The template are no slip material. That's this stuff on the back. I'll show you that in just a minute. It grabs. So when you go to cut, it's easy enough to be able to extend to make it a little bit taller. I had a customer that called and said the bottles that she uses, they sit basically like that. So it's just not enough room in here. So she wanted to have a taller one. And I said, I can make you a template, of course, but I can show you how to make this just a little bit longer just by moving it as you cut, because it's got the no slip material on the back. So a hostess gift like this is Quilt As You Go. And if you've got any scraps, who doesn't have scraps, then this is a great project to do. I love doing themes. So I'm going to get this one out of the way. And this is my apple theme. So red, white, green. I've got an apple. This apple here, this is a hot pad. You can make hot pads. You can make mug rugs. You can do, this is a little mug rug. This is another hot pad, an oven mitt. When you look at that guy there, all of these are done with the red, white, and green fabric. Quilt As You Go. You cut out a big piece of batting or whatever it is, and you just start stitching everything down, and then make sure you've got enough to be able to create all of these things. Okay, so this was created with the bottle bag template. This guy here, again, this material on the back, whether it's white on the front or gray or yellow or black or whatever it is, you're always going to get from me a no slip material. You can see how I move in the template, and that will allow me to, when I go to cut, I'm basically going to cut, and you see when I move that template, it's going to allow me to cut as I go. So this is our no slipping, no kidding knitting material. So you will be able to find every template that I make and sell with our no slip material on the back. And again, white, gray, tan, whatever color it is, when you go to cut, you're going to get exactly the same. Now you notice I lift it up. I've got holes here. What makes the holes so special for the templates? My ice cream cozy, my microwave bowl cozies, it gives you darts. So whatever it is you're doing, whatever size, this is a plate cozy that I have here. You're getting together with people. You're going to have some fruit. You want to have a plate of watermelon, of course, whatever it is. This is a plate cozy. Well, it came from my microwave bowl cozy, but my videos will show you how to go from a plate or from a bowl to a plate. Let's see. I had one over here. Here we go. All right. So there's 8 different sizes, and you can see here, this is my most popular size. This is a 10.5 inch, and see how that fits nicely. So if you're making bowls, I'll show you in the videos how to measure. If you're making bowls, those dots that are there, that's going to give us our darts. So when you're doing a plate cozy like this, I don't have as big a dart. Watch my videos. I'll walk you through the whole process. That no slip material allows you to create. So when you're making something, you get exactly what it is you want to do. All right, back to the apples for a minute. So the apple template, I have 2 sizes. There's a 10 inch and there's an 8 inch and a 6 inch. So you can see there's the 8 inch here and the 6 inch. You can buy them together or you can buy them separately. And you get leaves from me as well. Depending on the size, I'm going to give you a couple different leaves to go with it. When you cut those out, this guy here does the pot holder. It can be a trivet. Let me show you how to do the trivet. This guy is a mug rug and it's a trivet. This material here is the no slip material, and I'm going to do a little special. If you buy the 8 inch and the 6 inch, I'm going to throw in 2 of these layers, 2 of these here, so that you can cut out and make mug rugs for this or make coasters. This material on the back, why is that a big deal? It's going to grab your surface. So if your drink is on here, it's going to be protected, but also your table surface is going to be protected because of this. So if you have something hot, that right there is going to take care of all of that heat. It's going to reflect up. So if you get the 8 inch and the 6 inch together, those apple templates, those are the 2 sizes here. I'm going to throw in 2 sheets of that no slip material. It's a round 8 inch. So you can't cut the big one. You can only cut the small one. All right. So this guy here with the little leaf, applique. This one I actually stitched as an applique front and back and stitched it on. This little guy here is my oven mitt. This oven mitt comes in 2 different sizes. This is a cute, clever oven mitt. This is the large. Why do I have the large? Because I had customers that said, my husband does the cooking. Would you please make a bigger one? This is a regular size. This is the large size. Would you make a bigger one for my husband? Now you can see it's much bigger. So you change your seam allowance based on how big his hand is or how big your hand is. So this little guy here, my cute, clever oven mitt. So that guy there, all of these things plus this would make a really great gift. But I'm going to throw in one more thing too. This is my round table placemat. Now I have never had a round table for my dining table. So I didn't get what this was for, but I had a customer that said, would you make a template for a round table placemat? I'm like, okay, why? So you can see it's narrower here than it is here. If you've got a round table, this and this and this and this will allow 4 placemats on a table, a round table. If you have a regular size, this is going to be butting up. Imagine how big that is. That's going to be overlapping with the other placemat. So you can make 4 placemats, 6 placemats, whatever size, for your round table that you want. And again, quilt as you go. You don't have to do quilt as you go, but I sure love doing quilt as you go because it's scrappy and you're using up all of those scraps. All right, so I showed you apples. Let's move from apples to watermelon. Watermelon, this was something that a friend of mine made me, and I thought, how cute is this? Now, I don't wear aprons, but I don't do a lot of cooking either, but I should because I'm always wiping my hands off on my bottom. Not a good thing. So put this apron on and you've got circles. I have circle templates that come in 6 different sizes. You can use circles there for the pockets. They're just folded down and stitched down. But this rounded corner, this edge here, if you use a bowl, a plate, a dish, they're not going to even out. The left side and the right side won't be the same. So when she made this, she used my round offs. This round off, when we look at this, I'm going to put this down. This radius, this radius, this radius, this radius, it's not symmetrical. They're all different. So you can see this one is different here. And here's my small size. There are 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 12 radiuses. So when you go to round off a corner, 1.5 right here is a whole lot smaller than my 4.5. So you're going to grab your fabric. Imagine that apron, and you would have started with a rectangle. And when you place this on, do you see how lining this up? That'll allow me to cut both the left side and the right side at the same time. So even with this little bit of fabric compared to this big template, you can see how well that no slip material grabs. The round offs are probably the most useful set of templates that I have, but I don't use them that much. Why? Because I make template specific projects. Let me show you one of my favorite things to do. This summer, it's going to be hot. I don't want to be in the kitchen in front of a hot stove. So the microwave is what I'm going to be using a lot. So I have a little potato bag. This little potato bag, you can see I've got potato fabric. I've got potato fabric. Have a whole lot of fun with your fabrics. And this comes from my large box bag. This is a house shape. But you can see how this here gives me a point. And what that allows me to do is put a couple potatoes or corn on the cob inside of here and stick it in the microwave. If you end up buying the box bag or my microwave bowl cozy, send me a little email saying, Linda, I want the directions for the potato bag, because I have a do's and don'ts on what to do in the microwave. Very important not to have any fireworks in the kitchen. So the box bag makes this one. It's a really cute one. Let me show you the regular size box bag, a project. We're talking about kitchen, which means packing lunches for kids, potentially. This guy right here, if you have sandwiches, you can see same shape we're talking about. But what did I do? I added a box pleat down here. I've got a video that'll show you how to do this, but look how adorable that is for packing the lunch for whoever it is that's going off to school, to summer camp, to wherever it is. So that's from the regular size. You may have seen that one already. Way back when I used to show that. So I mentioned the potato bag can be done a couple different ways. Inside of here, you can see all of this stuff. This is full. So this was done from my microwave bowl cozy. Depending on the size of your microwave, you got a bigger one, then use my 12.5 inch. You got a smaller microwave, then my 10.5 inch works well. But can you see how this is rounded off? I'm going to grab this one because it doesn't have as much in here. This one is stuffed full, but this is perfect to go in the microwave just as it is. This is a smaller one. See the difference in size? What do I have inside of here? I've got tortillas, the smaller tortillas. If you wanted to do bigger tortillas, then use the bigger one. And when you're putting this in, the opening is not that big. So roll them when you go to put them in. You're going to roll them up. And then when they're inside of there, spread them out. There's nothing like the heat from the microwave and the batting that you're getting, 100% cotton batting that gives you the perfect amount of steam. So these are hot stuff, but not so miserable over a hot stove. I'm going to drop those on the ground. So we're hearing a nice loud plop. So microwave potatoes, corn, broccoli, cauliflower, all of those things can be done in those bags. Okay, so the microwave bowl cozy that we looked at before, here's my larger size. I want to pop this out and I want to pop this out because I want you to see this bowl is not round. This is my 15 inch. This guy here, it's large. Even though it's not round, it holds something that is not round. So when you've got this here, you can see how I can put tortillas. This is hot stuff, but this is Mexican night. So you can put your chips, you can put your whatever it is, but you can also put a hot item in there and you've got plenty of fabric to be able to grab and go. That's the largest size that I have. Then I have smaller sizes. If you don't want everybody grabbing out of the same bowl, then give everybody their own. So you can put the chips directly in because what is this? Safe for the washer and dryer. Or you can use one of these parchment papers there. Or better yet, start recycling and make your own. I've got a 12 A 2 by 14-inch ruler. This is the perfect size to be able to square off little projects like this. Make your own napkins for if you're doing a Taco Tuesday or a hot stuff night, whatever it is. Everybody gets their own napkin, or you can make this as the lining for those baskets. These are a whole lot of fun. You're using a serger, raw edges there, so this whips up super fast. This is a whole lot of fun, and those raw edges, turn them right sides out and do this instead. All right, so years ago, I had a bunch of friends and we would get together on the beach for these backyard barbecues, for these fish fries. And one night we did a crawfish boil. I had no idea what I was getting into. I'd never had crawfish. If I were going to do that today, I would go with this. So I've got this for the person that's going to be doing the off of that hot thing, the hot fire there on the beach. You bury it in the beach and then you've got all that. This guy here, that's done with my circle template. I've got a video that shows you how to do this. This is a whole lot of fun. And then why would I go with this? Because crawfish, they are going to make a mess. If you like what you're wearing when you go to the bib and you say, come grab here, make a sign. I didn't take the time to make a sign, but everybody gets a bib. Now, adult bibs, I make a big bib template. Let's see if I can find this. And Raylene, you're going to have to cut me off because I didn't pay attention to the time. So whenever
you're fine. You're totally fine.
Good. I was going to say, whenever it's time, you just say, hey, Linda, thanks, enough. Okay, so this is my adult bib. This was a big request, and I really didn't think people would use this. And people are loving this, not only for anybody in a nursing home or anybody with dementia or anybody with a physical disability, but anybody that makes a mess, anybody that's eating messy things. These guys here, my videos show you how to do Velcro and buttons and snaps and all those things. All of these are bibs, and you can call them clothing protectors instead of bibs if you want to do that. And then on the other side, remember when I said the serged edges? Well, instead of the serged edges, make these reusable wipes that you can have as napkins. And you do a nice finished edge turn. This is a towel. You can use recycled towels or you can buy terry fabric, but make a bin like this and show up if you're going somewhere, backyard barbecue, whatever it is, show up with a bin full of these goodies. You decide whether you're going to leave it with them or you're going to take it home. So these guys here make a really great gift too. So I want to show you a couple other things. I've got another theme. I love lemons and I'm doing a lemon gift for my mom. And she's not getting any of these things, but she's getting a bunch of lemon things. Why am I talking about it? Because my mom doesn't do Facebook. But this is a towel topper. Back in January, I showed y'all some towel toppers. But this one is one that I posted on Facebook a couple times, pictures of. Beth, my friend Beth and Shirley, they're wonderful. Beth came up with this idea. This is my mask keeper. This was really a suggestion from Shirley. And Shirley's made me several mask keepers. But this guy here, it's perfect for a towel topper. Do you see how this right here where the fold is? That's this part right here. So we're going to put that on the fold. You're just cutting two different fabrics. You can do a button, a snap, Velcro, whatever it is you want. And half of a towel makes a really great towel topper. These make great gifts, especially if you're going to do it as a theme. Give them one of these and then do my coffee cozy. It's too hot in the summertime in the afternoon to be drinking coffee, at least hot coffee. So iced coffee. And again, quilt as you go here. I've used my coffee cozy template. If y'all watched any of my videos that I just posted recently, I talked about the coffee cozies and why you want to use the template, not this. See how narrow that is? My fingers would end up getting hot or cold from the drink. With this one, my fingers are easily protected by that cozy. And I have a fussy cut frame that allows you to, if you want to get exactly, if I've got a dog, a frog, a bear, a toad, and I want to have it exactly where it is, then that fussy cut frame really makes that perfect. This is the old style that we've done with the paper templates, and you notice how thin that is, and there's only one elastic. I love it using the two elastics because this will allow you to adjust. Here I'm using it for an outer. See the knot that's right there? If I've got a bigger cup, this is the perfect place. If I have a smaller cup, right inside of here on the other side of the knot is where I'm going to add that. And then my ice cream cozy. Many of you have called to say, Linda, your ice cream cozy isn't on your website. They will be back on my website tonight. I forgot that I had ice cream cozies in a box. It hadn't been drilled. So I've got a bunch of ice cream cozies and they're going to go back on my website. So if you want to make the ice cream cozies, you notice this isn't ice cream. This can go in the microwave. I tell you how in the directions. So make sure you follow along. But the cozy is a whole lot of fun for that pint size ice cream or the pint size treat to put in the microwave. Pick your fabrics, choose your projects that all go together based on that fabric. And if you are going to do that backyard barbecue, then you can get these little tins here, put some sand in here and put a candle in here. And these are perfect for decoration, especially if you're doing something that goes late into the night. So everybody has candles, but with the sand inside of there, it's safe. Okay, I have one last thing that I want to show you. Raylene, am I doing okay?
You're good.
Okay, one last thing. So little tray like this. So what are we going to do with this? You have company that's coming to stay with you or you're going to somebody's house. You show up with this. This guy here, this one is a piece of wood, one of those pieces that I got. It hasn't been stained. So I do recommend you stain it. What's in here? If you've got people that are going to be staying, let's say you're going to do an Airbnb. You got coffee cups. You've got the coffee cozies, a bunch of coffee cozies here for them to choose from. You've got some coffee. I've got some mug rugs. I've got coffee here. This was a mug rug that I got at the trade show way back when. I can't remember the name of the vendor, but she was selling out her business. So I bought some because I didn't have this fabric and I love it. If you guys haven't made those, these are all done out of men's clothing or women's clothing even, but that's a whole lot of fun. Make this with the coffee. And then what did I put on here? Well, if it's going to be somebody that you're renting to or somebody that you're going to be serving, then make another little apron. Coffee theme here. And again, the round offs and blue jeans, round off so that this side and that side match. Okay, so you guys know I could go on and on and on with all my stuff. I have more to show you, but I'm going to go ahead and say website, winterdesigns.com. If you will visit my website, almost everything is on sale. You guys know my coupon code, WWL2020. That's going to give you a 20% discount. And I'm running it through Saturday at midnight, Pensacola time. We're on Central time. I have 2 big giveaways. If you watch the video on my giveaway, thank you so much. If you haven't watched it, go watch it because it's based on your likes and it's based on your following and it's based on subscribing. I have 2 huge giveaways that I'm going to be giving away when I get to particular numbers. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for having me back, Raylene. I'm so excited to be a part of this again, and we'll see you the next time.
Well, that was fantastic, Linda. You always have so many great ideas. And yeah, I know you have lots more to show, and that's a good thing because that way we know we can bring you on once a month and, and have you show us a whole bunch more projects. So we're just excited that you're back with us. So we're going to push backstage for just a minute. I'm going to wrap some stuff up, and then we're going to have our question and answer.
All right,
Thanks,
great.
Linda.
Thanks.
Okay, guys. You've all been waiting patiently for the secret word today. So just as a reminder, I want to remind you what the door prizes are because we want to be sure that we're giving credit to all of our vendors who are so generous to donate stuff for us each week. So Workman Farms is giving a fabric bundle. Chalk Couture, Adele, Workman Farms is Vicki. Chalk Couture, Adele is giving a Try Me kit. Linda from Winter Designs, $25 gift certificate to her website. Just Notions, we're going to give a Notions goodie bag. And Teresa from the Big Mat Rotary Cutting Surface is giving that 24 by 48 cutting mat. So, okay, you guys ready for today's secret word? Remember, just type it in one time in the comments and then check back right here to our Facebook page in about an hour. So, since we're headed that way, our secret word this week is Boise. Boise. Everybody got it. Okay. Before we bring everybody back on, I just want to do a little bit of recap here real quick. First of all, Renee Stewart, happy birthday. Thanks for spending your birthday with us today. I want to remind you, Boise is next week, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. For those of you who will not be able to attend, be sure you tune in Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at 3 o'clock Boise time. And remember, go to our new website and check it out, wildwednesdaylive.com. You will also be able, you don't need to remember everybody's websites today because if you go to the homepage and you can click on the link right there. As a reminder, Vicki doesn't have a website because they just have so much going on, but you can get her through Facebook or you can call her. and we'll make sure her number is there so that you can get to her as well. And again, we're going to be making a lot more improvements on the website. We're doing a lot of fun stuff coming up. It just takes time, especially because the next 2 months we're on the road every other week. So, and as a reminder, hopefully in the next day or two, we will have the scavenger hunt game card that you can print before the show, or if not, you can pick them up from me when you get to the show. And as a reminder, we will also have information on ordering the t-shirts. We're still working on that because I want to get them as cheap as possible so that you guys will be able to afford to get those. So, all right, it is time for our question and answer session. So we are going to bring up everybody back on, like we always call it, we're going to do our Brady Bunch. So we have everybody on the screen together. So if you have questions for any of the vendors, even if you already typed it in, you need to type it in again so that I see it. And now is the time. Oh, already got a question for Workman Farms. What size Rickrack was that you were using?
That was the bigger Rickrack.
Jumbo. I'll
Yeah.
get the size.
Yeah, she's going to measure that for you. Let's see.
I want to say hi to Linda. I miss her.
Hey, I'm so excited to see you guys. This is like old. I mean, it's been what, 2 years?
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yep.
Hey, we've got another birthday. Nicole, happy birthday. We're having, you know what? We're going to have to do some kind of way to have everybody put their birthdays in something on that website. Ruth will just love that I'm, giving her more work to do. But yeah, we call Ruth Siri because I just say, hey, Siri, and anything I say on the show, she takes care of. So.
We love you, Ruth.
Okay, Adele.
Yes.
Good question. Tell them about heat set.
Oh, okay. So once the ink is dried on the fabric packing, you would then use parchment paper and iron to heat set it. I don't think that's me.
I think that's us.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah, so you would put parchment paper down, just heat set it with an iron, and then you just wash and dry it like normal.
And any of you guys that have the bone ash, the sheet from bone ash from when Beryl's been on, which I think everybody does, you can use that as well. Works great.
Yeah, you can use that instead of the parchment paper.
Yeah.
But any of that kind of stuff works great.
Let's see. How quickly should you clean the screen after you use it with your ink?
As soon as possible. Okay. Because if it dries on the screen and you can't get it out, then it stays there. But it will still come out.
Hey, Vicki, do you both by chance have a phone on you that the volume is on? Since you're close to each other, sometimes that causes a little interference if there's more than one device.
If you're both watching it, yeah.
Us, no.
No, we don't have another phone on.
Well, it just seemed to go away. I don't know what's going on. Well, no, well, we'll fight through it.
The Rickrack is called Jumbo, and it's what, Joey? 1 3/8.
Awesome. Thank you. And then how much is the toweling fabric per yard?
It goes $7.99 to $8.99.
Oh, that's a good price. Yeah, I'm going to get some of that from you in Boise. Be ready.
Okay, I'm bringing it.
And what's the best way for them to order with you, Vicki? Is it just to give them a call? Give you a call?
Give us a call, or you can message us on Facebook. My daughter's very good with that.
Awesome. And does the chalk and ink have an odor, Adele?
No.
I've never noticed one either. So.
It's water soluble, non-toxic, no problems with it.
Kathy wants to know if I keep a list of who wins so that they're not repeated. I do keep a list, but we've never really said, only once per. We actually have had a few people over the year and a half that have won twice, but in all honesty, it hasn't really come up that it's the same person every week or anything like that. So hasn't been a problem. Maybe later on down the road if we have 10,000 people watching, but of course if we have that many people watching, I'm not doing it anymore. So. And Ellen says it just sounds like somebody's stomach's growling and they're hungry. So. Should the fabric be washed? I'm assuming, Adele, that's for you. Should they pre-wash their fabric?
No.
Yeah, and especially too when you're using layer cakes and stuff, it's not always a good idea anyway because they might tend to ravel when you wash them.
I've worked with a lot of different fabrics, and you do not have to pre-wash.
Awesome. Let's see. Sherry's asking rather. Workman Farms, do you sew the sides once you finish stitching the rickrack on? But I believe the sides of the towel fabric's already hemmed, right?
Yeah, the sides of the towels are already hemmed. It's just
so you don't even have to do anything. That's
No,
even simpler.
You could leave it raw edge if you wanted to.
That's
the
so
sides are already hemmed for you.
Yeah.
You just have to hem the end.
That's awesome. Okay, let's see. Adele, do you have a beginner's kit? And how much would that be if you do?
We have two different kits. We have a starter kit that's $99. It's preloaded. They ship it out right away. Then we have build your own kit, and I help you with that, walk you through that, and that's $19.99. Just put kit in the comments, and I'll get back to you. We also have Try Me kits you could order from my website that come with everything you need to do the project.
And Vicki, they're wondering, should the towel fabric be washed before you use it?
We don't wash it. We just sew and have fun. And I've washed a towel before and it comes out nice. Okay. Yeah.
And let's see. And is the toweling 100% cotton?
Yes, it is.
Awesome.
It's 100% cotton.
Linda Winter, are the hints for the, I know the answer to this, but are the hints for the microwave items on the Winter Design website?
Are the what's for?
The hints and the tips for the microwave.
Oh, they're on my YouTube. My YouTube channel is Linda Videos. It's one word. And if you go to Linda Videos on YouTube, you'll see there's a playlist called Microwave Bowl Cozies. Watch the latest videos that I have. 2 videos that are the most current. Those are where you'll see all the tips and tricks for them.
And you guys, Linda, I'm telling you right now, you need to go to her YouTube and subscribe because she has 4,327 videos on there. That might be a little exaggeration, but she has a lot of videos.
I have 211 right now, I think.
Patty would like to know, Linda, said, I noticed your new dumpling bag template has a new backing color. Is that special for winter designs only? That's a good question, Linda.
Yes. I've been trying to figure out a way that I could have templates that don't have to go through the huge process of development. You know, it takes sometimes a couple months to get a template from my brain to actually in my hands. And that white template with the gray on the back, and sometimes the colors will be different, that if I have Philip here in town, that takes 10 minutes. So that's a big deal. So we've been trying to work on it, and he's in Virginia right now. So that's the only drawback, is he's in Virginia. So when he gets back in town, I'm going to have him make me a ton of new stuff. But I also have a couple other things that I'm working on too. So you may see different colors. You may see different backings. Again, it will always be no slip. If you buy something from me, it's going to be guaranteed to no slip.
That's so awesome. We're excited. We look forward to seeing your new stuff. So anybody else have any questions? Those were some really good questions today. But let me just double check. I don't think that, oh, Patty said she's watched all 10 million of your videos. So.
Thank you, Patty. I appreciate it.
Let's see. I think that looks like it's all the questions. Guys, last chance. Anybody else have questions? Oh, Vicki, is your toweling absorbent? Because some towels we buy are not.
Good question. I'll have to take one home and see.
It's like you just make them and hang them in the shop, right?
Yeah, that's it. Collect dust in the shop. I'll take one home.
So she'll get back to us on that. Yeah, she'll get back to us on that one. How do you wash the mat? Are you talking about Adele? The sticky mat, yes. How do you wash it? I don't think you need to wash it. Do you, Adele? But are you muted?
Yeah, I just wash it with cold water.
Oh, cool.
Same as the transfers.
Awesome. Vicki does not. Hey, someone asked about the website, guys. Vicki doesn't have a website. Remember, they're actually a huge operation with a produce farm, a plant farm, a quilt shop. But if you go at the bottom of the screen right now, you see their Facebook page. So when you click, all you got to do on Facebook is search Workman Farms. Just don't freak out if it pops up and it's a wagon full of hay, because they do everything there. And you'll scroll down to the fabric. But you can message them through the website with any questions, or you can call them with that phone number right there, and they can help you over the phone, or even better, see her at Boise if you're going to Boise. And she's at almost all the shows that Beth and I are at, so you can see her at lots of different places. But yeah, just give her a call or go to their Facebook page, and they'll be happy to help you.
Yep.
Patty wants to know, does animal hair stick to it? Again, I think she's talking to you, Adele, for the sticky board.
Yes, because it's sticky. It would. Yes.
Yes, it would. I know in my house it does. So
Yeah.
because I got 2 cats that shed enough to make a whole new cat every day. But so, okay, guys, I think that's probably about all of the questions we've got today. If anything else comes up, you can just go directly to these vendors. Remember, go to our new website, wildwednesdaylive.com. First, right there on the front page, you've got links to all of our vendors, and we're going to have Ruth. Hey Siri, add Vicki's phone number to her page. Watch, it'll be there in a few minutes because she's that good. Oh, I'd be in trouble without Ruth because she's the one that keeps me straight on this, on the right path all the time. So, all right, guys, we hope we see lots of you next week. And we will be live from Boise. If you're not coming, be sure you tune in, and be sure you check out that new website. And we thank you guys so much for your support. We thank all of our vendors. Today was a fabulous show. I got so many great ideas. I can't wait to get some of them going. And we thank them for their door prizes. And remember, check back in about an hour, and I'll have the winners posted on our Facebook page. And we will also start posting that on the website as well. So thanks, guys. Go out. Do a lot of great sewing. Enjoy the rest of your week, and happy Mother's Day to all the moms. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, you.